Okay, got a 2020 Silverado custom. I guess that really doesn't matter. Anyway, got the jump seat. Doesn't have that little storage bin between the dash and the center console. And anybody knows has one of these jump seats know it sucks. It's not very functional. Doesn't have that storage underneath, and it just doesn't look good. At least anyway. So we're gonna try to swap it out with this one I picked up today. It's from an LT or an LTZ, I don't know. Anyway, it's got the nice wood grain there and some storage in between, and then this obviously picks up and got some storage under the armrest. So we're gonna see how hard it is to get in there. I know there's probably at least 4 bolts. There's one right there that's holding it up front, and then slide the seat forward. And then there's another one on this side. And so it looks easy enough that the seat belt for the jump seat is all part of this. The seat itself not locked in the vehicle. So anyway, we'll try to see if we can get some more shots of it as it happens. All right, so these the front one we'll be able to get to here, but the back one is too much of an angle. The back seat, the rail, the rail's in the way of the bolt. I can't get anything in there to get to it. So what I'm got here is, let's see, oh shit, what was it? What's the numbers on this thing? Husky T50. So we're looking at a T50 to go ahead and get the rails, the seat off, and then we're just going to move it over a little bit and try that out. Okay, so in the front, we got a 18 in the front bolt, and then the back one. Okay, so it came right on out, surprisingly. No wiring harness, so that means that obviously I won't be able to use any of the features on the new center console, but hold on a second, let me see what this wire is. I was surprised that there was no seatbelt harness. You know, let them know that that middle passenger didn't have a seatbelt on. But anyway, I guess there was no going anything. Anyway, this is the rear AC, and they look like they match up pretty well with the old jump seat and the newer, fancier center. Like I said, I won't have any of these hookups, so all of the rear, obviously the rear heat and US and all the memory cards and stuff like that, it's just going to be useless. So whatever, I just want an armrest where I can put stuff in the middle of it, and like I said, that vent will line up just fine. Now one thing, I know the sun sucks, you're gonna have to take all this hardware off for it to go in. I'm gonna take this off, and then so that it'll line up easy. You can't get to the bolts unless you take this side piece off, and then we move the one here to get to that passenger side back bolt. Alright, so I got it all off, and just put a screwdriver on each one of the little clips under there. Be real careful, and then when this comes off, it'll just be easier to bolt up like that. You don't want to have it on while you're trying to line it up and get a bolt off. There's Pam. Let's around to break something. Yeah, it just pops right off. Okay. So, just in case there's any question, this is a custom work truck, I guess. It's not an LT, so whatever trim that is. Don't break that. I just broke something apparently. Fuck. Oh, okay, these right here will slide into where that one is now. Fuck. I don't want to break it though. Okay, well, let's hold this one on then. Okay, so let's try to get a screwdriver in there. Got it off. Had to put a screwdriver in there to kind of help it out a little bit. This one broke. Let's see See that piece there? This one broke right there. I'll have to pull that out. Hoping it ain't that big a deal. I don't know. It's kind of spooky messing around with a new truck like this. Okay, so this piece kind of popped right off, and then this one above it, which is just under the, I guess, trailer brake controls, that one just come out as well. So no special tools required. Actually, I take that back. Probably an interior piece, an interior puller would have been the correct tool used rather than me just yanking it out. And then anyway, you get what I'm going with all that. But so let's see. Let's slide it forward. This is kind of the time. A little scary time that I drove. I actually drove pretty far to get this, man. I'm in St. Louis. I drove all the way to Cincinnati for it. I was going to Indianapolis anyway. So, you know, it's definitely out of the way. But, man, it just sucks not having an armrest you can dig into and throw shit in. So, plus it just looks better. So, anyway, give me a second. Let me get it all lined up. There's the climate control vent for the back of it that has to be lined up pretty well underneath. So, let me get back. Okay, got it in, lined up pretty good. Getting ready, and luckily the bolts line up. The bolt holes line up perfectly. So this is a 2019 center console. This is an 20 Silverado, 19 center console. I was really worried about these bolts not lining up, man, but it lined up perfectly. The only problem is, and this is the only problem I see, if you look at it this angle, there's no trim piece missing. There's kind of exposed pieces down here. So I don't know how the LT or the LTZ or whatever high country, what they have right in here, but it doesn't look great. But as you're sitting up here, I guess you don't really see it actually. As you're riding in the truck, you're not really looking under it like that. So it still looks pretty good. So we'll put the rest of the trim in. The side pieces we'll bolt it up and take a look at it after that. All right, got it all bolted up. Looking pretty good so far. Put this little trim piece in. I think, is that right? No, I got it the wrong way. Got it the wrong way. Stand by. Is that right? I'm asking you if that's right. I don't have a clue. Hold on a second. I might have the wrong one. That should be like that. Oh boy. You know what? I got the wrong side. 85 degrees out. I'm sweating like it's well over 100. We like to complain about our humidity in St. Louis. I'm sure it's just as bad as everywhere else. Arizona, not really. Okay. Anyway, there you go. So that's it, like that. That's it right there. So this one in the front needs to slide forward, just like that, and then these all just pop in traditional Chevrolet manner. Just pop right on. There we go, just like that. Now there is a screw. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say I don't have a screw, but shit, you know what? I do got a screw. I was just gonna leave that open, but then I remembered that I took a screw out of the old one. Oh boy, I'm doing this with my left hand. Whatever. But yeah, okay. You don't need to see me. Alright, so there's one piece of trim that come off whenever you take the seats off, and it's not that big a deal. It's just like I said, any other plastic piece on a GM vehicle, it's just going to pop right on and pop right off. So there you go. Now, check this out. I am fucking stoked. Sorry to curse. I am flipping excited because look at that. That is great. I am so happy now. Yeah, I know all you LT guys are like, whatever, you know, but, you know, for a work truck and you want a center console that's actually going to hold stuff, and I mean, I'm just, that original jump seat one is just junk. And like I said, I mean, I'm not going to, so this, I don't know what it's out of. I guess it's an LT, probably, I don't know, LTZ High Country. I don't know what the hell what trims have what. Oh, this knucklehead's right here. Yeah, perfect timing. Perfect time. Job's done and they come pulling up. Like I said, all this stuff right here is not gonna work. You know, that's whatever. But so for sure, if you have a 2020 Silverado with a jump seat and you want to upgrade, yes, it will fit. It bolts just right up. I got it from the junkyard. I paid $350 for mine, which is kind of cheap. They're asking like $900 at some junkyards. So it was worth traveling. So there you go.